we are back at the Warehouse Underground podcast with the one and only Darrell the Safety Man. Darrell, a supreme honor to have you on the show, my friend. Now, I have to say, I know you just released a book.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations on releasing the book, man. What's the book all about? Tell the audience.
Well, I think it's all right there in the title. It says it all. Be safe or else. That's it. That's the book. You can find it on Amazon. I got a website over there too. safetydarrell.com. You can find it over there as well.
I got you. Now you work with Sam, right? Now I've been talking with Sam in this whole podcast, and I gotta say, Darrell, I mean, Sam he's a little bit soft, you know? I feel like he's a little bit soft on people. He's got the cards, and he's talking about human beings and feelings and all this stuff. I mean, do you agree with him? I mean, where do you come down on your safety philosophy?
Well, look, there's a bunch I can talk about here, but I want to start with them stupid little cards because, look, you cannot have a safety card within your organization unless it meets one of two rules. The first one is that it is a tri-fold behavioral-based observation safety card. That's okay in my book. Or it's one of them cards that go around your lanyard. It says, listen, the golden rule. You got to have that on there. You got these 10 rules right here. So look like lockout, tab, confined space. And even if you kind of get them wrong, I'm fired. You got to have those right there. Those are the only cards that I kind of believe in. But you know, to really get to the root of my safety philosophy, it all boils down to this: personal responsibility. Only you are responsible for your safety. It don't matter what the company does. It don't matter what this or that or production demand this or that. Well, Mr. Darrell, you made us go up there and work on that thing and it don't have no guardrails. Well, you should have paid more attention. You wouldn't fall off of it. It's all about personal responsibility, caring more, trying harder, getting us to zero. And not only for yourself, but to be your brother's keeper as well. We just made that mandatory over on one of my locations, and we started this new program called Brothers Keepers Buddies, right? Where you get assigned someone that you get to be their keeper. And then even out in the plant, we painted in more high-risk areas of our facility big red squares on the ground that are called Be Your Brother's Keeper Zones. So when you got to go in one of those areas to work, you got to have your brother's keeper buddy with you, and it is mandatory that you have to hold hands. If it works good for little Timmy at the shopping mall on a field trip, it will work just as good as for a worker out there. So it worked great. Yeah, that's kind of basic philosophy. I've got one of my more favorite things I like to share with people, and I think it's really this. Safety is as simple as knowing ABCs. Always be careful, y'all. That's it. As long as you're careful, nothing bad can happen. That's it.
You know what I think about safety, though, Darrell? Here, this is two graphs I'm holding up right here. Two graphs.
I love a graph.
Yeah. One of these is write-ups, and the other is safety incidents. The more write-ups you give, the higher up they go, the lower the safety incidents go. That's my graph. Just show the X. Point need.
Point proven. You know, Mr. Sam was telling me this the other day. You know, these newfangled safety, a bunch of hippies, guru, whatever you want to call them. You know, he's telling me, Mr. Darrell, listen, he did out there writing people up. People aren't going to tell you stuff. They're just going to stop reporting. He used these fancy words about driving, safety reporting underground, whatever the hell that means. But there's something about people not telling you stuff. And here, I just tell you, this is how this works. Because you just proved that my method is the most effective thing on this planet with your graph. I told him this. I said, you know what? People don't report stuff. Good. Because you know what happens? I'll tell you what happens. I got eyes and I got ears everywhere, y'all. Any good safety man's worth their salt has eyes and ears everywhere. I got informants out there, trustees, that'll come in and tell me if you had a little safety infraction, a boo-boo, a violation, an incident. I got leaders out there doing mandatory safety observations day and not even well beyond their working hours because I made it a rule. I got people watching, and they're going to tell me. And you know what? You don't report something, they'll tell me what happened. And if they don't tell me what happened, you know what's going to happen? I'll fire both of them. That's how this thing works. All right, so that's how it works. And you're right. The graph proves that Mr. Darrell, a multi-award winning safety professional, that's how you get to zero, baby. Right up.
Love it, Darrell. I love it, my friend. Need more of that out there. I love that. When I get your book, because I will be getting your book, do you promise to sign me a copy?
I absolutely will. Now, I want to tell you, because this book is going to forever change the way that you think about safety. Because what we're doing with it, we're going back to the good old days, y'all. Back to the good old days. And what I mean by that, a quote of mine that's become a little famous is this, that the only way forward in safety is by going backwards. Right? Going back where we came from, the way we used to do things. You know, back to the good old days, man. That's where we're going. So what you're going to find in this book, the safest book on the internet, by the way, is you're going to find stuff like my trademark 3R process, which is reprimand, remind, and retrain. You're going to find stuff like that. You're going to uncover Darrell's wisdom, where he teaches you about leaders are leaders because they're smarter than everybody else. That's how it works. If you're a worker, you're not smart as a leader. The safety people are safety people because they're smarter with safety than everybody else. That's just how you're going to find all that stuff. You're going to learn about the joy of disciplinary action. Y'all, favorite part of my day. You get that reprimand, that write-up, maybe you move it into retraining, you go into the remind part that we were talking about. That's just an absolute joy, man. Don't have to be a downer on your day as a leader. You got to know you're teaching people the right way. And the way that you teach them the right way, what works better than a little bit of pain, y'all? That's how you do it. You make them not want to do it again, man. That's how this thing works. I've been trying for months now to try to get HR to allow me to bring corporal punishment into our organization. And they just won't. I got a paddle in my office and everything, man. I'm ready to go. But they just don't see my innovative ways.
All right, Darrell. Well, I appreciate you coming on my show, man. I got to say, in the 4 minutes that you've been talking, it has been some of the most insightful, impressive, best content that I've ever had on my show, my friend.
You know why? Because I solved it. I've solved safety. I solved it, man. And it's all right here in my safety manual. It's solved it.
I love it. Well, see if you can go find Sam for me. I got to tell him goodbye, and he's got to let everybody else know where they can find more about both of you online.
Yeah, now you just remember, get your safety observations done before the end of the week. It'll be right up if you don't. All right.
Take care, Darrell.
Right.
Love you, man. All right, so I'm back with Sam now. Amazing that we were able to bring Darrell in on the show. One of my bucket list items has been checked off now for my career, my podcasting career. I don't know how to that guy.
I can send him to you. He can come live with you, man. He keeps crashing in my spare bedroom. Like, I don't know. He keeps saying something about, I can't make him leave because he's a safety man. Something weird like that. I was hiding from him, so I called him. I told you he had a radio, and he was out wandering around the neighborhood, helping the HOA enforcement people, doing stuff. He had to take
HOA Sally.
It did. He was out counting plants and measuring grass. Like, it was weird, right? Stuff like that. But so I called him because he always has that radio on him. And as he was coming, I went and hid. And I thought I would get to avoid him. But I didn't. We crossed paths as I was trying to get back in here as he was leaving. And he left me two things. The first one is he gave me a write-up. And the next one was that he told me to share his book because he didn't have it.
I got it.
Yeah. So
he told me he would sign a copy for me. So I'm gonna send him that to B-side.